Hi everybody, it's Beth. I took this 12-inch round piece from Dollar Tree. I removed the hanger and painted the entire thing with 2 coats of sheepskin colored chalk paint by Folkart. Once it was completely dry, I took my square and I measured down from the holes 1 inch, and I just made a little mark and then went across those marks with my square again to get a straight line, and really lightly with a pencil drew a line across the entire width of that. From that line, I measured down 2 inches and I made a mark on either side so I could get a nice straight line. Again, with the pencil, making another light line. So what I'm doing is making a shiplap look throughout the entire front of the wood round. And I do this 2 inches down until I get to the bottom. Once all the lines are made, I just go along each of the lines with my finger and kind of just blend the lines in. Next, I'm taking this stencil I got from Hobby Lobby. I set it on a paper towel and I'm spraying the back with pixie spray that I get from Amazon. It's like a self-adhesive spray, helps the stencil stick down in place. And then I take ink color chalk paint by Waverly with very minimal paint on the stencil brush. Stencil on that paint. I do 2 coats, drying in between those coats. Once that's completely dry, I go back in with the paint again in a small paintbrush and just fill in a couple of the gaps left by the stencil. Next, I'm taking these rub-on transfers that I got from Amazon. They're by Thymeless Designs. And I just cut out a couple of the pieces. And this larger one I am placing on the bottom right under the wording. I remove the backing and place it down, and then use this little stick it comes with. You can use a craft stick, and just rubbing on the image, making sure it was all placed down. And then I always like to take the backing or the front of the rub-on transfer off towards me so I can see if any's left behind. So I could just put that back down and rub it back on if I needed to. And then put another small one up on the side and did the same process. Remove the backing, place it down, rub on the transfer, and then remove the film from the front. Next, I'm making a really easy ribbon. I take this ribbon and measure it down 7 inches. Then I fold that 7-inch piece over and then flip it around itself 5 times. And you'll want to make sure you have the right amount of loops before you cut off the excess. I just made sure that I had 3 loops on either side before I cut the excess ribbon off. And then take that and fold it in half just to get the center of it, and then cut out little triangle notches on either side. And this is 2.5-inch wired ribbon. After I have those notches cut out, I take a zip tie and pull that really tight on the center around those notches. You could also use twine, that works just as well. Just make sure it's nice and tight in the center. Cut off the excess zip tie, and then I start pulling them open, all of the loops, and cut off any of the excess ribbon that is hanging out. So I do that from the inside of it, and then also on the back, that excess ribbon. I then take another piece of the same ribbon, just a long piece for the tail. I kind of fold it in thirds, so it's just a center piece. And then on the back, I just tie that in a knot. And then again, fluff out the ribbons because I messed it up tying that tail on there. What I'm doing next is placing it on the top center of the hanger just to see how I liked the tails, and then trim those up at an angle. And set that aside while I add back in my twine hanger. Just push it through towards the front and tie a couple of knots so it doesn't pull back through, and cut off the excess. And then the last thing I do is hot glue the bow to the top of the hanger. That is it for this project. Thank you so much for watching.